Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Amazing grace.
Well, the first memory was, I guess, of my mother. The church was organized in her home.
We met in her home, and of course everybody was wondering about that and deciding whether they should do this or they should do that, because everything was new to us. We'd been meeting in the Oklahoma Baptist Church all those years, and when it caught on fire and burned up, we had to have a place to go.
Finally, in a few months, they found property. They were looking for property to build a new church, and then they found the Silver Slipper. And so they purchased that for around $3,000.
Well, Mother and Daddy had mortgaged their property at home at Leighton. We lived in Leighton, and close to Leighton, and they had to mortgage their property to get the money to continue the building of Highland Park.
Artie and
Doc
Pate, not Doc, but
Not Doc, but can't think of his name.
Artie Pate's husband.
Yeah. They sold some bonds and donated that too.
We spent a night there praying before the church was built.
We had prayer all the time. We had prayer before we'd done anything.
Well, they'd just meet and pray about it for the church to be built and things to be added to it, which of course was wonderful. And God did answer the prayer in big ways.
We just had a lot of work going on, praying and thanking the Lord and giving money to build a new church, and we finally did it.
When we got that place, why, I guess we started off in good fashion then, because a lot of things that nobody ever dreamed of would happen did. It was just, it was just unreal the way things came together and how they came together. And everybody had to work. I mean, that was work. 7, 8, 9-year-old kids helping build the church was just unreal.
Well, it wasn't a big congregation like it is now. We were just a few of us. But of course, at the time, this little auditorium seemed large to us.
When we first came here, Highland Park, of course, they just moved out of the old Silver Slipper, the old building that they had bought there, the nightclub, and they'd been in Highland Park for about 2 years in the new sanctuary they'd built. The first thing I remember, they had a blue neon sign on the gable end of the church there at the entrance, and it's a funny thing about that sign. It wasn't long after that it caught the church on fire. The first opportunity of service I had was a result of that fire. I was asked to serve on a committee to get another sign for the church. At work, I drew a picture of a sign that came to my mind on a box top off of a piece of cardboard, and showed it to one of the members of that committee, and they all liked it, and they built that sign, which stood in front of the church up until we built our new sanctuary that we're now in. So it gave me an opportunity to gain some confidence in myself and realize I could do some things for the Lord that I never realized that I had that ability to do. Another experience came in 1973 or 4. Brother Wayne Watts was our pastor, and John Cannell had come as our youth director. and youth minister, and the Lord just gave a great moving of His Spirit on our church, and people were excited, and we began to grow. It's from that growth we built our Family Life Center, a center downstairs there where we have our meals and our fellowship. It's a youth department today, but we built that facility with labor from within the church mainly. We contracted some of it, but most of it we did ourselves. The technical things, and it just causes a church to grow together when you work together. When Brother Kenneth Hale was here, the church began to get excited, and the Lord began to move in our fellowship, and we began to grow, and we moved out of our old sanctuary down into the gym area, and had worship service down there to give us more room, and so we started searching out some way to build a new sanctuary, and I was on a committee at that time to see about building a new sanctuary. I know after praying, and each of us in that committee prayed about what we was going to do, if we could do that or not. And we finally come to the conclusion that if the Lord wanted, He'd provide for it. And so we decided to just trust Him with the plans there, and we've never been hurt for money in making those payments, meeting the needs. There's more people came to see the facilities in that church than we could ever invite to come by going out and visiting there, and He just kept on blessing us and kept on sending people. And as long as you send them, as long as people come, all you have to do is teach them and preach the gospel. I think of Highland Park, the history of Highland Park is very unique, similar to what Abraham did. I know Abraham, he followed the Lord where the Lord was leading him, and when he got to where the Lord told him he was going to be living, Abraham went out by an old oak tree at Shechem, and he built an altar there, and it became a great place of worship for Abraham and his children and his grandchildren. They just continually went to that place because that's where they met with the Lord at. A lot of families have been blessed and are still being blessed today because of what those, the vision that those people that left Oklahoma had. It's been a great experience for us, and a great place for us to raise our family here and to send them out in the world a better person.
Bob and I married. We're the first couple that married in the old Silver Slipper nightclub building. Of course, it was certainly different from what we have now. And then that was torn down, and the second church and auditorium built, and now look at us. We've grown quite a lot, and it's great. We love coming to services here, and we thank a lot of our leaders, our preachers, and it's just a blessing.
We've grown in building programs and different things like that we've done, and was always provided for it. We always somehow or another always raised the money, and so it's just been, God has just worked at Highland Park and through prayer.
We have had many people who have been saved and have gone to work there for the Lord in the Sunday school classes and other things. And we hope that they will continue to go ahead and work for the Lord. And I just hope that one of these days soon that I'll be back there helping and working too for the Lord.